Welcome to another episode of Mental Monday. I'm exhausted now because I spent like 20 minutes setting the camera up. I shit you not. Things that YouTubers don't mention when they are talking about making their videos is how much time it takes to set up a video. It takes a ridiculous amount of time. I'm not talking about what I was supposed to talk about. What was I supposed to talk about? What are we here to talk about? We are here to talk about eating disorders. Cue intro music. You probably can't see me at all. Yes. You see me? Am I seeable? Am I being seen? My camera doesn't have a lot of battery on. Anyway. Well, I'm gonna eat on camera. For some reason that feels a little inappropriate. I don't know why. It does. Hi! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sledge, like the hammer. Logo. I'm gonna put it there. Oh! I need to catch my breath. Because, like I said, it took me like 20 minutes to set this camera up, and I even changed out, because I got a new webcam, and I wanted to try out my new webcam, but the resolution on my webcam is terrible. It's terrible. It's really terrible. From that far away, which is understandable, because it's a webcam. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about eating disorders. I need to stop getting off topic. I'm sorry. I got my favorite food. Nachos. Nachos are the best food. I don't care what anybody tells you. You don't need a utensil to eat them. You can eat everything on the plate, and then you can just throw the plate away, and you don't have to do any dishes. That boss idea right here. And vanilla Coke, because it's the only one that matters, let's be honest here. So, I've been watching a lot of Trisha Paytas, and I love her, and I don't understand why she has so many subscribers. Not because she's bad, but because I personally thought that people didn't have a long enough attention span to watch a 25-minute video unedited unless it was a video game. But she's so good at it. Her videos are unedited, and they're like half an hour, and people watch them. Thousands of people watch them. It's mind-blowing to me, because from what I know, people don't really have the attention span of more than maybe 8 seconds at a time. Wow. But she does a lot of eating videos, and I'll link to her channel down below so that I'm not just talking about her without giving you resources as to where you can find her channel if you don't already know her. But she does these eating videos where she gets a whole heap ton of food and she just talks for half an hour, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Because my eating disorder has been getting really bad lately, and I've been having to pretty much force myself to eat anything. That sounds really dramatic. I don't want to make it sound like it's super dramatic. It's been really hard trying to eat. I don't understand how people eat 3 meals a day, pretty much. Because I don't eat 3 meals a day. It's really weird. It's really filling. I don't understand how anybody has the stomach to hold it all. But I guess that's what happens when you go for about 5 years only eating maybe 1.5 to 2 meals a day. I decided it would probably be a good idea if I started making these videos where I come on here and have dinner with y'all. And of course, I'm gonna make the first one awful and about eating disorder. Is this not very zoomed? This is not very well zoomed in. I'm sorry. I hate the cropping of this. I'm not gonna mess with it. I messed with it for 20 minutes straight. I'm not gonna mess with it again. I'm losing daylight here. And that's the only light that I have, because the only other light I have is a makeup light, and I'm talking really fast because I'm nervous. Anyway, I hope that you brought food. If you didn't bring food, that's fine. I usually come back from work and then I'll just make myself food and sit down and watch a stupid amount of YouTube videos and then fall asleep and then wake up and go to it's a really annoying cycle. Wow. But yeah, so I decided that this would probably be a good way to make eating a bit more comfortable for me, and it would also make it comfortable while making it something that I have to do, because I want to make YouTube videos, and I want to make YouTube videos that mean something, and YouTube videos that help people somehow. So yeah, anyway, I haven't had Moe's nachos in a really long time because they're really expensive, which sucks. I'm sorry if you hear me chewing, because I've got the microphone volume up really loud. And I really don't care if I look like a slob while I eat these. Damn, those are delicious. Those are so delicious. I know a couple of people with eating disorders. It's not a really uncommon thing. I feel like we treat it like it's this uncommon thing that not a lot of people have, but a lot of people have it because whether we like it or not, I mean, if you're not watching this as an American, I can't say anything about your society or your culture where you come from, but in America, we have this really, really gross relationship with food. It's like you're supposed to eat it, but you're like not supposed to eat it, but you're supposed to only eat it this way. It's disgusting. And I hate it. Because I love food. Food is beautiful. Food is what sustains your life. Food is something that you should enjoy. Food is not something that you should put in your mouth and then think this was a mistake. Because that's what your body wants you to do. It wants you to put food in your mouth and it wants you to crush it with your teeth and then it wants you to shove it down your throat so it can digest it in your stomach and then it can put it through your bloodstream and you can have energy so that you can continue living. Science. And I'm not trying to sit here and be like all rude. Oh my gosh, eating disorders are so illogical. They're really easy to cure. You just logically think about it because you heard that. You heard me go through that whole logical process of what eating is and why it's good for you and why you should do it. But hell if I listen to that. I mean, I hear it in my head, but that doesn't mean that the rest of me actually listens to it. Chips are so great. They're like an edible spoon. It's fantastic. I don't know when mine started. Some people can pinpoint when they started to notice theirs, but I don't really know when mine started. I don't think it was in high school, but it could have been in high school. Maybe middle school? I don't know, really. I can't pinpoint a particular point in time. I just know that over the past maybe 2 years, it's been at its worst. Especially the past year. This past year has been so impossible in terms of my eating disorder. Every time I eat something, there's this whole pain that I get in my head, and it's not like a headache, it's just like, you know, when you've done something that you weren't supposed to do, and your parents find out that you did it, and you get that whole feeling of, like, just dread of, like, wow, I'm not good at this life thing. I'm really bad at it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like when I eat something. And I hate it, because I don't want to feel that way. Because, like I said, I love food. Food is great. Food is important. Having fat on your body is important, because that's what your body is supposed to do. It's supposed to store that so that you can continue living during the periods of time that you don't have food. I can go on for days. This past year's been super hard because I don't know why it just randomly started acting up more than it usually does. Like, it's gotten to the point where I won't eat lunch and I won't eat breakfast and I'll eat dinner. I'll go through the entire, there was a point in time where I would go through the entire day and I would only eat dinner. So if you can imagine having a full-time 40-hour job and you eat barely anything. So you're hungry for most of that job and you have no energy. And I had these energy pills that I would take to make up for it. And I was never really that bad before. You know, I realized I have to do something about it, but I don't. I have friends that are in ED recovery, and, like, good on them. I'm really proud of them, but the way that it seems to happen for a few people is that you just replace the food that you're eating with healthier food, and then you work out more, and I feel like that doesn't solve the problem for me. You know, the problem is that I have this gross, unhealthy obsession with food and the way that I eat it and the way that I handle it. And to become less obsessed about the fact that I'm eating it and turn that obsession towards eating healthier and exercising more and dieting is not going to help me, because that continues an obsession, and it just makes the shaming worse when I don't do it. And I know that there are, like, you know, programs like DBT that you can do, and you can, you know, find a nutritionist and everything, but, like, I can hardly afford a therapist. Like, I can't really afford a doctor's visit. My health care, which is currently on my parents' plan, is about to go. This is annoying the crap out of me. I'm really sorry. No, I need that. My health care that is on my, I'm currently under my parents' health care plan, but I'm gonna turn 26 on April 23rd in like a month, and I'm gonna lose that. And like they're giving me a COBRA plan, but I don't know what that's going to cover, so I'm not just gonna like jump in to something that could potentially help me that I'll have to commit myself to if I can't commit myself to it, you know? It's really annoying. I just want to be able to eat again. And I hate exercising. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Exercising is a terrible experience. It's god awful. You literally just like run. It drives me crazy because you run or you do crunches or you do push-ups and you do the same motion over and 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 over again. And there's no, like, there's not really a point to it. Like, yeah, sure, there's a point to it in that it's supposed to, like, burn the calories off of your body, but it's miserable. I'm sorry for all the people out there that, like, go to the gym religiously and, like, love going to the gym and love working on themselves. I can't do it. It's mindless motion. My brain isn't actually, like, engaged in anything that I'm doing. I'm just doing it to be doing it. That's it. It doesn't feel right. It feels weird and really boring, and y'all know from my last video how I feel about being bored. It just triggers my depression more, so I'll just sit here eating Doritos. The way that it functions is really weird too, because some days I'll like be okay, and like I'll be able to, you know, eat something in the morning, eat something for lunch, eat something for dinner. It might not be a full meal, but it's something. And I'll be okay. I'll go to bed thinking, okay, that was good. Or not thinking about it at all, because why would I think about it at all? I genuinely don't think that there's anybody out there that doesn't think about what they eat. I'm looking at the viewfinder and I'm really sorry because the camera is there and the viewfinder is there, and I keep trying to make sure the lighting is right, and I'm gonna stop getting off topic now. That was a really good chip. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's tasty. It was really tasty. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about from here. I know that other people experience this, but I really hate that whenever it's portrayed in the media, the only kind of eating disorder that's ever talked about, like not just in the media, just talked about in general, and is really, you know, shown, and is taught, is anorexia. Like, I know I have that. I starve myself. I will come clean. I will own up to it. I starve myself. It happens. But it's not just that. It's also, so like, I go through periods of time where I will starve myself to try and get the weight down, and I see it as trying to get control over food, over my hunger, over myself, so that I'm not just uncontrollably consuming everything that I see. I know, that's a really dramatic way to look at it, but that's the way that my brain looks at it. It's dumb. I know that it's dumb, but that's the way it happens. So, I'll go through periods of time where I'll starve myself. And it'll be not really like not eating anything. I really hate that when you're taught about anorexia, you're kind of taught about it as in people with anorexia don't eat a goddamn thing. Because a good portion of the people that I've known to have anorexia do eat. We just eat very little. Like, so little. Okay. So, like, I'll go through these periods where I'll starve myself, essentially. And then eventually I'll be like, I can't do this. I can't continue doing this. I need to eat. I can't let this control me. So then I think about it, the control goes from having control over food to having control over my eating disorder. Then is what is the term? Binging. Yeah. So then you start binging. You start eating more because your body is like, okay, we just went through a period of starvation. We need to start storing fat. Because if that's going to happen again, we're going to need to live through it. So I eat more food than I usually do. And after that, because I eat more food than I usually do, I think, okay, I haven't gained any control over this, I need to stop again. And then I restrict. So, restrict, binge, restrict, binge, restrict. It's just this endless, gross cycle. And I hate it. It's so dumb. I've been trying to get myself out of it by just attempting to eat 3 meals a day. That's the only way that I can possibly think to get out of it that's decently healthy. Just concentrate on eating 3 meals a day. And concentrate on not shaming yourself for eating 3 meals a day. Or thinking that you're eating, like, too much eating 3 meals a day. And just try to start there. And that's been hard, because, I don't know, I guess somewhere along the line I just stopped eating 3 meals a day. I don't know if it was an entirely unconscious effort on my part, because I started getting smaller, people would be a lot nicer to me, because people are a lot nicer to thin people. I don't care what you say, people are a lot nicer to thin people. It's really fucking annoying how much nicer people are to thin people. And I know, I've been a thin people. I am a thin people, and I know I have a D-cup bra. I know I've got a stomach, but I'm a thin people. Like, I know I benefit from thin privilege. It's true. It's very true. I can find bras in my size at Walmart. If you can find a bra in your size at Walmart, you probably benefit from thin privilege. And I don't mean just like one kind. I mean like there are multiple kinds of bras at Walmart that you can fit into and afford. You probably benefit from thin privilege. What is that? There's a button going on the thing. Oh, crap. What does that say? Out of battery. Well, my camera's running out of battery, so I'm gonna have to end the video here. Which sucks, because I didn't really get to a completion. I don't know. If any of you that are watching all, like, 24 the subscribers that I have are watching, I don't know, like, comment or send me a message or something if you feel what I'm feeling. Please remember that people with eating disorders know that what we're doing is not okay. We don't need to be reminded that what we're doing is not okay. We also don't need to be reminded that we're beautiful, because we know. The problem is, the rest of the world doesn't fucking know, and the rest of the world would like to tell us that it doesn't fucking know. I don't need a mirror to see myself. I see myself. That's not the problem. The problem is society's relationship with food and how we teach that to a younger generation. I'm looking at you, Alicia Carr. What? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Maybe I'll do more of these, I don't know. Like this video if you want me to do more of these, or don't like this video. I don't really care. I need an outro. I don't have an outro. I don't really care. I'm exhausted because I spent 20 minutes trying to set up this camera, and I'm done. My camera is done. My camera is out of battery. It's gonna stop recording in a second, so. I don't know what I'm gonna do for next Monday's video. I really don't. You might not need food for it. You can bring food if you want to, though. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. Please subscribe to my channel, because I need a lot of attention. Obviously, I need a lot of attention. I just want to be popular. God damn it, I just want to be popular. I kept talking. I meant to end the video. I keep meaning to end the video. I'm just going to end the video. Bye!